Hello everyone, we have here nice exponential equation. 2 to the power of x plus 4 to the power of x plus 8 to the power of x equals 39. And obviously, we're looking for all the solutions to this equation. So how are we going to solve the equation? For those of you who would like to attempt and solve the equation, feel free to pause the video and give it a shot. Alright, so left-hand side of the equation, all of the terms, we have three terms bearing the variable x, the exponent x. And we have different base. So first thing to do is convert the other two to base 2. So we're going to have all the same base. Alright, so let's do that. So here we have 2 to the power of x plus 4 is 2 squared to the power of x plus 8 can be written as 2 to the power of 3 to the power of x equals 39. And here the equation can be written the same way as 2 to the power of x plus 2 to the power of x squared plus 2 to the power of x cubed equals 39. So here we use the exponent property. A raised to the power of m raised to the power of n is equal to a raised to the power of n times the power of m. And exponent m here is 2. In this case, on the third term is 3. And n, exponent n is x. So in this case, second term, if you notice, we switch position of those exponents. Alright, so we have at this point. Alright, so from here we do substitution. So we're introducing a variable to represent 2 to the power of x for all the terms on the left hand side of the equation. So we have, let's introduce, let's say let u be equal to 2 to the power of x. So the equation now becomes 2 to the power of x is u. So we have u plus 2 to the power of x raised to the power of 2 becomes u squared. So that's u squared plus the third term becomes u cubed equals 39. Now let's arrange the equation. We have u cubed plus u squared plus u. Transposing 39 to the left hand side becomes negative 39. So minus 39 equals 0. So from here we try to figure out the initial value of u. So by substitution or trial and error, we call that one. So if we put u as 1, we substitute this u, value of u here into this equation. We have 1 cubed is 1 plus 1 squared plus 1 could not produce a 0 result since we have minus 39 over here. So that means 1 is not the solution. So if we put u as 2, put 2 over here, 2 cubed that's 8 plus 2 squared is 4, then u is 2. Once again, this will not produce a 0 result. What about using u, the value of u as 3? So let's write u equivalent to 3. Substitute this to the equation. So 3 cubed plus 3 squared plus u is 3. And then minus 39. Is that equal to 0? So we have here 3 cubed is 27 plus 3 squared is 9 plus 3. And if we add this up, this becomes 39. So this is minus 39 over there. So this is 27 plus 3 is 30 plus 9 is 39. So 39 minus 39, that is equal to 0. So we have the first value of u. So we have just found the initial value of u. So from here now, we go back to this equation that we have. We'll be using synthetic division to find the other factors of this equation. Alright, so let's do that using synthetic division. So in doing synthetic division, we'll be using the coefficients of each term. From here, the coefficient of the first term on the left, u cubed, is 1. And here is 1 again. And 1 here. And then the last is the constant term. That's minus 39. So we're going to have that. We have here the value of u, positive 3, and the coefficients of the equation, 1 plus 1 plus 1, and the last term is minus 39. And we have here value of u 3. So we have here, bring down 1 and multiply the value, initial value of u is 3. 3 times 1 is 3. Then add 1, so that becomes 4. 3 times 4 is 12. And add 1, so that becomes 13. 3 times 13 is 39. So we have here 39. Add this becomes 0. Now we have just come out with the other factor. So we have the first coefficient over here on the left, that is u squared plus 4u plus 13. And if we equate this into 0, so we have a quadratic equation. So now we can solve for the value of u by quadratic formula or by completing the square, whichever you prefer. Here, if we use completing the square method, so first step is we put this constant to the right. So we have negative 13. In the left hand side we have u squared plus 4u. And then find the third term. Third term is half of the coefficient of second term. Half of that. So that is 4 divided by 2. And then square it. So that will be the third term. So since this is positive, it's positive, so plus. That's 4 over 2. And then square it. Then add the same amount to the right hand side of the equation. 4 over 2 squared. So here left hand side becomes a perfect square. So this can be written the same way as u plus 4 over 2. So that is 2, by the way. 4 divided by 2 is 2. And square. So we have the square right there. And it's equal to negative 13 plus 4 over 2 is squared. 4 divided by 2 is 2 squared is 4. So this is equal to negative 9. So we have u plus 2 squared equals negative 9. Get rid of this square. We take the square root of both sides of the equation. So we have left hand side u plus 2 equals positive negative is square root of negative 9 can be written the same way as 9 times negative 1, or this can be written as positive negative is square root of 9 and then square root of negative 1. But here I the square root of negative 1, so we can substitute this I to this value over here. So we have u plus 2 equals positive negative is square root of 9 is 3, so that's 3. And square root of negative 1 is I, so 3i. Taking the value of u, so we have u is equal, taking 2 to the other side, we have minus 2 plus or minus 3 times I. So we have here the value of u. We have 2 roots of u is equal to negative 2 plus 3 times I and negative 2 minus 3 times I. And we have another value of u from earlier. We have that as u is 3. And we can recall that the value of u is equal to 2 to the power of x. We have here now 2 to the power of x equals u. First value is 3. Take the log of both sides of the equation, so we have log 2 to the power of x equals log of 3. Solving for the value of x, so we take down as coefficient right here. So x is equal to log 3 base 2. And this is written the same way as log of 3 divided by log of 2. So here we just simply write the value of x as log base 2 of 3. So that's the first value of x. Here the value of x is the real value of x, and the other solutions are complex, that is in terms of imaginary numbers. Recall again that the value of u is 2 to the power of x. So here 2 to the power of x is equal to the complex values of u over here. Substitute that one right there as value of u. So we have negative 2 plus 3 times I. And the other value, 2 to the power of x, is equal to negative 2 minus 3 times I. Here take the logarithm of both sides again of the equation. So we have log 2 to the power of x is equal to log negative 2 plus 3i. So for the value of x, so we have x is equal to log base 2 of negative 2 plus 3 times I. And here the third solution to this equation, take the log of both sides of the equation again. So we have log 2 power of x equals log of negative 2 minus 3 times I. Taking the value of x again, so we have x is equal to log base 2 of negative 2 minus 3 times I. So these two are the equivalent values of x in the complex form, and this is the real value of x, and the other two are the imaginary values of x in complex form. So that's all for now, and those new to my channel, I would appreciate it if you can hit the like button and subscribe for more videos. Thank you very much. Thank you for watching. I will see you on the next video. Have a great day, everyone. Bye.